this kind of goes with the poem. Men, women, whatever, if y'all got kids or whatever like that, and y'all co-parenting, I think it's very important that no matter what y'all relationship is, put that aside for the kids. Just saying, because, you know, you got some women who will do stuff out of spite so they can't see the kids because they want to be with them or whatever. Then you got some men who just like, well, if I can be with her or whatever. Like, stop all that because it's childish and it's stupid. Like, we adults. So.
True.
Just like most of the black boys nowadays, I was raised in a single-parent home, raised by the beautiful hands of a woman, my mother. And even though a woman can't raise a man, teach a man how to be a man, teach him his manly responsibilities, I know that my mother, she's done her very best. But in regards to our relationship, I was more like a substitute teacher, always giving my mother a test filled with questions I know she would never know the answer to. Mom, does my dad love me? 2, Mom, why don't I see my father more often? 3, Mom, when is my daddy ever going to come and see me? Mom, I want my dad. Mom, I need my dad. Mom, dad, dad. I just want to see my father. Now see, my mother, she was never the type of mother to keep her son away from her father. Matter of fact, whoa, pause. Sorry. My mother was never the type of mother to keep her son away from his father. Matter of fact, my mother did everything she could to make sure her son and his father had some type of father-son relationship in contact, but it's my father's fault that I never bonded with him. And as I got older and a lot more stronger, I asked my father the same questions that my mom was unable to answer. Dad, do you love me? He looks at me and says, son, you know I do. Well, I say, Dad, if you love me, why weren't you there for me like I needed you to be? Why didn't you just show me that you loved your son? Now he looks at me with a puzzled and confused look and says, well, son, you know, me and your mother didn't quite see eye to eye on raising you. Matter of fact, we hated one another, and you got mixed in the crossfire. But you know what? When you have your own son, you'll understand when you get older. So typical for a man to blame a woman for all of your problems, but a child is never considered a problem, but a blessing. It's not a child's fault that you and my mother added yourselves together and you came out with me, but you subtracted yourself out of my life, but you multiplied me with words and broken promises that you will always be there, and you wonder why now as a man I feel so divided from you. Now I'm 24 and I have a 5-year-old son that I barely get to see. Living 9 hours away, and it's been a year and 3 months, 2 weeks, and 5 days since the last time I've seen his face. And she is doing everything she can so I don't see him. But now she has a man in her life, having my son call this man daddy. Putting him in my place as if his father can be replaced, but she has one issue. When he looks in the mirror, he sees my face. And now I'm stuck with a dilemma and I don't know what to do. Sorry, I'm shaking. Now I'm stuck with a dilemma and I don't know what to do. I'm not looking forward to the day when my son comes, looks at me and says, Dad, did you ever love me? And should I tell him the truth? Tell his mom was cruel and I couldn't see him. But by doing that, it tarnishes and messes up the image he has of her. Or should I do the same thing my father told me? Son, you'll understand when you're older.